Last week's Tuesday, I was in Grand Fantasia's wave page, looking for free items, as always, when I saw this event. It obviously gave me something to do during this pandemic. I called my mom to see if I could go to her place to work on my cosplay, because she has a sewing machine and I wouldn't like to do something that complicated if it was going to be almost just glued together. Luckily, she said yes. So I started looking for a costume pretty enough to be worth the money and effort that I'm putting on it. I sent all of my ideas to some friends and to my mom, and as I am the most undecided person on earth, I went with the prettiest one from the options in Gamigo's page. Oh, what a fool I am. I had no idea what a pain in the that would be. Then I realized the first problem. I'm just too fat compared to my character, so I'll be exercising too, just to see if I can put out that dress. Anyway, I made my list of fabrics and accessories that to my eyes I'll need. On Sunday, I went to the store to try to get everything. Amazingly enough, I found the perfect gradient fabric that the dress has. It was expensive, but I'll try my best to make the dress as perfect as possible so I can wear it some other times. I found everything on my list, and with that, I had the motivation to start. Of course, I started with the drawing of the dress, my measures, and the mold of the skirt, because I thought it would be the hardest part of the dress. Again, what a fool I was. I got the first 4 pieces and realized they were too big. The skirt has 5 pieces in front and 5 on the back, so I made them smaller, and they look so cute together, but now they were too small. I will put a zipper on the back, so they had to be 4 on the back, so I will use the 5 small ones on the front and the big 4 ones on the back, so everything is fine, or that I thought. I started to work on the breast part, which I honestly didn't expect it to be so freaking hard. So I had 3 different prototypes of this, but I was so frustrated that none of them were working, that there are no pictures of that. Sorry. It took me like 2 hours to figure out that the pieces are actually like flower petals, and they are all aligned, and the center petal was covered by white fabric. So I cut the centerpiece and I started sewing the petals. I swear it was so hard. I had no idea how to sew core pieces, and I cut like 3 different petals until I finally got the idea. But I had to mark the line on which I would sew, and it finally looked good. Then I cut and add the rest side pieces until it was pretty. I leave you with the only video I took while doing this. Sorry for that. As you can see, that's not the fabric I bought, but I didn't want to waste perfectly fine fabric with the risk of ruining everything just because I measured something wrong, so I took some old clothes and I used it to do the prototype. On this clip, it looks like I'm going so fast, but it was actually 10 minutes and I just, speed it up. Oh, look at my face, so happy to have it all sewed together, but we'll get to that later. I put it on me and it was great. The petals were all in place and it fits so good. Then I went to sleep because just that part took me about 5 hours and I was so tired. In the morning, I sewed the top of the breast, which was as hard as the petals, but I created a fake booth to draw the fabric and cut it. Yes, I need a mannequin, because without it, I have to create fake boobs with plastic bags. So finally I had both sides, and look at me, so happy and celebrating. Only if I knew. So after modeling and finished the bag so it would fit, and then I realized the worst. Turns out I look at this dress as 2 pieces, the skirt and the blouse part. But oh boy, I was so wrong. So when I realized the top petals matched the skirt ones, it didn't hit me that they were not separate parts. They were actually just one part. It's literally a dress with a corset in the waist that gives that beautiful form. The reason why I didn't realize that sooner was that the strings that adjust the corset are hidden by the white fabric that makes the dress look more angelically. And the circles that I thought they were just decoration are actually the holes of the corset strings. So after figuring that out, I was just like, did I just waste an entire day yesterday, or can I use that anyway and just design a fake corset to put on top, or should I just buy the one that I found on Amazon? So as I didn't know what to do, I started doing the sleeves to distract me. First, I drew it, and then I drew the measures on the tracing paper. Just the upper part, because if I had that, the lower part is like easier, kinda. I got the fabric, sew it, and cut the lower part, so I accidentally sewed wrong 2 times. 2 times! But when I did it right, I cut a longer and lighter fabric that allowed both upper and lower parts of the sleeve on straight lines, and ta-da! It looks so cute. It was perfect, and yes, I know it still doesn't have the waves of the original, but I think having that piece complete, I can just measure the waves and cut them just like that, or in another piece of fabric and just add them on top. I don't know. We'll see that next week. So I had a lot of pictures, but they were all kind of the same, so I took the best ones and published them here. If you want to see them, just write that on the comments and maybe I will post them on my Instagram. So the dress part was like a 2-day job, plus the days before that on planning and organizing everything. But the editing part and the fact that I wanted to say so much, but I wasn't sure where to publish it, took me like another 2 days. So I hope I have the next update for next week's Thursday too. If not, well, we'll see. See you next week. Bye!